Well, I got the day off. The buses didn't run. I teach part-time. Going to be teaching tree ID today, twig ID. And the buses were canceled, not because of a snowstorm, because of a flash freeze rainstorm. So I got some time. I'm not going to get paid today, but I got some time. And I also write for Explore Magazine. I write a blog and also a column, but I also do a lot of reviews for them. And I thought I would review this new power charger. It's by Bluetti, and it's the AC2A, and it's the smallest unit they have. And it's brand new. It was released into Canada. Woohoo! I'm Canadian. Oh, love it. And yeah, so I'm going to have a look at it. So I've been trying this out. I haven't taken it out in the bush yet. It's still winter here. But I've been running around the house, plugging things in and giving it a try, whatever, for a couple weeks now. All right, so let's start off with the whole thing. It is a power charger, and it's a 300 watt charger. You can boost it to 600, but I wouldn't do that all the time because it could eventually wear down the batteries inside. But you could boost it to 600 watt. I do not need a 2,000 watt, like generator size charger that RVers use at the campground. Okay, I don't have multiple things like hair dryers and things like that to plug in every night. What I am is I'm a camper that goes to a campground with a tent and is cheap enough and smart enough to actually use non-electrical sites because they're cheaper, and also you can probably get one by booking it as opposed to the electrical ones. So I do need some energy to charge my things like cameras, phones, even maybe a laptop. You never know, okay? So I got this. All I need is 300 watt. All right, so let's go over all the good things I found. First of all, it's pretty darn light, really darn light. It says in the manual, it's 7.9 pounds, 3.6 kilograms. I don't know. Unless I'm like really strong, I'd say it's less than that. It's about the weight of my 3-person tent. And the size, it reminds me of like a mini version of the boombox I used to have on my shoulder in high school. Loverboy blaring out, turn me loose, I gotta do it my way. Yeah, I was a bit of a geek. Anyway, but size, yes, and it is the smallest of the Bluetti models, and I would say that's why I like it. It's portable, it fits in the car. I would even consider taking this if I was filming, if I was working on a YouTube video or so that, or a big film. I would take this on a canoe trip, as long as there wasn't a lot of portaging and I kept it dry. Just saying. All right, so let's go over the whole thing. It's AC/DC. Turn it on here. Nice little screen there. Okay. And AC/DC, what does that mean? So the AC inputs, one on the side, which you plug it in. Okay, I'll do that right now. It comes with the plug, which is good. There you go. I can hear the fan going. Okay, so you plug it in there. And it also has 2 AC outputs, and these are plugs you can plug your laptop in and things like that. I wanted to review this model more than all the other companies out there because of these 2 things. I think it's fantastic to have those. DC, it actually has 3 ports, 3 DC ports, 2 USB-A's? Yes, 2 USB-A's and 1 USB-C. USB-C. So yeah, you can plug in your cameras and things like that there. It also has an input car battery or cigarette lighter, and I didn't test this out because my car doesn't have a cigarette lighter. Whose car still has a cigarette lighter in it? Anyway, I didn't use it. Also, it didn't come with a cable for it, so I thought, well, buy the cable. I'll just never use that. Also, I think it takes longer to charge it. I'll get into that into a minute, but also it doesn't charge it as much, I think. But it also has the plug-in for a solar panel. I don't have a solar panel. I should have got the solar panel, but yeah, I didn't. And but that's what you get for that. So that does come with it. The other thing it comes with, I know this is crazy here, but why I'm excited about this, but this little screw on the side here, right here, that's to ground it. You can use you can ground it, and that's really good because there's a lot of times when there's lightning storms out above me while I'm out camping. I don't think there's any power charger that I've seen that has that, so that's kind of cool. All right, so how does it work? Well, you have input coming in, output going out. So input meaning I have it plugged in, and it shows, indicates the input going in is what, now 134. So from the wall, I'm putting in that much of energy. But what if I wanted to put out energy to charge this? Which, by the way, I really need this. My phone, or my phones, my cameras are fantastic. This one I'm using right now is a Sony mirrorless, but it just sucks batteries. Like, it uses these little batteries, and I don't even think I'll get through this interview before I have to change the battery. So I really, really wanted this. All right, so here we go. We're gonna plug this into the USB, and then I'll turn on the DC. There it goes. Okay, so now it shows, indicates the power going out. Okay, which is very liminal because it's a small little camera. What's that? Probably at 6 watts or something like that. Yeah, 6. All right. So yeah, so you can still charge it and charge your devices plugged in. But if I unplugged it, oh, and by the way, you can hear a fan, right? So it's got 3 settings. You can do turbo. Like I said, it will put out more. Probably not the greatest to use all the time. And the fan will be a bit louder. Then you have normal, which is what you can hear now, which I have it set on. And you really can't hear it. Can you? Listen. Just a wee bit, okay? And you actually can put it on silent, and you can hear the fan. But we'll get to some disadvantages of that in a sec. So let's unplug it here. Here, see. So, yeah, for charging, if you have it set at jet speed, which again, you shouldn't do all the time, but if you wanted to get it charged really quickly off the wall, it took me, when I tried it, it took me just over an hour and 9 minutes for it to be fully charged. It's pretty good, actually. When it was on set at normal, it actually took just under 2 hours to fully charge off the wall. And on silent, it took 4 hours. So in theory, if you have nothing else to do, you can put it on silent and let it charge for 4 hours, and it won't be as hard on the internal batteries. The one thing it's doing here too is it shuts down if it's on eco mode. So I would actually go into the settings. Once you get it and read the manual, you can go to the settings and change it. Change things like the hertz. You can either have it at 50 or 60. Because we're in North America, you would put it at 60. If you're in Europe, you would put it at 50. And yeah, I would take it off turbo mode. And what's going on? Oh, yeah, my battery's going low. All right. So I talked about the ground wiring. The solar you can charge. Oh yeah, so solar. I don't have a solar panel, but I was told by YouTube that most people to try this on solar, it would take about a quarter good day of sun to fully charge, or even less. Actually, they found it was really good with the solar panel. The capacity, how much it actually holds and how much it actually puts out. So it's 204.8 watts per hour, meaning the battery capacity. What does that mean? My laptop. Okay, I plugged my laptop in, and this is give you a sense of it. It took. It was able to charge it twice fully, or even a little bit more. Okay, so that's how much you would get out of that. Now, I think a laptop is 50 watts, I think. So yeah, my other devices, endless. I haven't got to the end yet. I mean, this Sony camera, and the other camera here, it took 12 minutes to charge the battery. So, and it didn't really register that much on how much energy was being used. So I've talked about the weight, talked about the size, AC/DC, black and black, that sort of thing, and capacity, the ports, how long it takes to charge. Oh, and price. $249, 5-year warranty. It's pretty cheap when you look at all the other devices. Things have changed though. You think 15 years ago when these power packs were put out, they were like massive. And they would give you 300 watts. So yeah, that's cool. Sorry, I meant to show you that. You can put it on AC, DC, both as well. But just to save battery, if you're only outputting DC, you just put DC on or AC, right? Okay, well, there you go. That's my review. I know it's quick. I'd like to do another review when I tested it in the field. So this is just something because I had the day off. And yeah, awesome. Check out my write-up for it. It's a little bit more detailed on Explore Magazine on their website. Kevin Callan, the Happy Camper, Bluetti AC2A, AC2A. Ha! There you go. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to charge my phone. That's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, no, I forgot. Your phone, it has an app. You can download an app, and you can run this whole thing with their app. You always have to have an app. I haven't done that. I'm not that I'm old school. You can just do everything here except the silent mode. You can't change the silent mode unless you have the app. I don't know why, but that's what I figured when I was fiddling around with it. And so yeah, the app works, and it works by Bluetooth though. Okay, so you only got about, I tested it was just under 30 feet away, and then I lost signal. But who's going to be 30 away from this? Right, my review of the Bluetti. Very small, very strong, very powerful, like a punch. 300 watt power charger. The AC2A.